I'm Big Tom, and I'm going to teach you how to cook right. Tonight, folks, we're going to be making something called ketchup chicken. It's a very easy dish to make, and I've decided to do it an even easier way because I'm extremely lazy. Traditionally, this recipe is made with boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I happen to prefer the chicken thigh to the chicken breast. The dark meat is a little richer, it doesn't dry out as much, it's got a little more connective tissue. Personal preference, they're a little harder to find and a little bit more expensive. But what's even easier to find, and even cheaper, and much easier to use, are chicken patties. They're cheap, store-brand chicken patties. They're not very good. I'm not sure if they're actually chicken, but they work fine for this recipe. Today's recipe requires oil, ketchup, garlic, black pepper, and cayenne pepper. This is a lot of garlic. This is one of the few instances when I would actually advocate using the jar garlic that you get from the grocery store instead of whole garlic, which you then peel and chop yourself. The reason for that is this recipe requires far more than you would think. Because the chicken we have is already heating up in the oven, we're going to start and make the sauce first. It's going to take a large skillet, preferably one that comes with a lid, because ketchup splatters, you'll see that later. We're going to put that over the heat. Medium heat, just to get hot. And then we're going to toss in about 2 tablespoons of just plain old vegetable oil. I'm going to let that oil sit there for a second. I'm going to let it coat the pan. I'm going to let it start getting a little warm. Then we're going to take approximately 3/4 cup of chopped garlic. Yes, it sounds like a lot. Yes, you need this much garlic if you're going to make this recipe properly. Then we're going to take about a teaspoon of cayenne pepper and just drop that on top. Then we're going to take our little black pepper mill. We're going to take our pepper. We're going to put in about a teaspoon of pepper. Nice, freshly done black pepper. We're making the sauce. We put a couple of tablespoons of oil in the pan. We put the garlic in the pan. We put about a teaspoon of the cayenne pepper in the pan. And we put a little bit of black pepper in the pan. Now we're going to let it saute until the garlic is nice and soft and it's very fragrant and you can smell it. You can't because you're on the other end of the internet. We can because we're here cooking. Right now our garlic has sauteed. It's nice and soft. We're getting ready to add the ketchup to the sauce. So I'm going to add about 1.5 cups, 2 cups of ketchup straight to the pan. Right from the bottle. About yay much. Now we're going to saute the ketchup so it caramelizes. There's a lot of sugar in tomatoes. So that sugar is going to burn, essentially. And it's going to get all rich and delicious and thick and mixed with the garlic and the cayenne, and it's just going to be wonderful. You need to stir because it's starting to burn. It's going to take several minutes for the ketchup to finish caramelizing and be ready to go. So, as soon as I've got it nice and thoroughly mixed in, I'm going to cover it because the tomatoes and the ketchup splatter. And I'm wearing this nice white shirt and we have this nice clean table and we really don't want to have to clean up more than we absolutely have to. We've got our ketchup in the pan. We're letting it saute, and we have the lid on there so that it doesn't splatter all over the table. And we see that it's sitting here and it's caramelizing and cooking. We've got the steam coming out and it's getting all ready to rock, but it's not quite ready yet, so we're still waiting. We have our sauce ready to go. We have our chicken ready to go. we're about ready to finish this meal. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our nice hot chicken and we're going to slide it right into the sauce, and then we're just going to toss it together. And this is a big serving of ketchup chicken. It's delicious and easy to make.